Praise the name of the Lord. My dear brothers and sisters, I have yet another word of encouragement for you. This is a word that is going to be a blessing to you. So it is very important that also you get connected to this platform. You can get connected by subscribing and turning on all the notifications. Remember to leave your comments because your comments are very important. Also, share this gospel with somebody else. Let somebody know about this good news. My brothers and sisters, the word is, she is asking way too many questions. Questions to trap you and kill you. Brothers and sisters, some of you have had people who are asking a lot of questions. Every time they meet you, they have a new question to ask you. It is not that they care about you. It is not that because they love you so much. No. It is because they are planning ahead to put traps. They want to kill you. They want to destroy you. They want to cause pain into your life. So be very careful when people start asking questions. Not every question that is asked, you are supposed to respond. There are some questions that you are supposed to remain silent. There are some people that you are supposed to walk away from. There are some people that you are never supposed to entertain in your life. Because the moment you entertain them, you are opening a door to someone who will come and monitor you. You are opening a door to someone who will come and set traps ahead of you. Be very careful, my brothers and sisters. Today's word scripture is from the book of Judges chapter 16 verse 4 to 10. Judges chapter 16 verse 4 to 10. And it reads, afterward it happened that he loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. And the lords of the Philistines came up to her and said to her, entice him and find out where his great strength lies, and by what means we may overpower him, that we may bind him to afflict him, and every one of us will give you 1,100 pieces of silver. So Delilah said to Samson, please tell me where your great strength lies, and with what you may be bound to afflict you. And Samson said to her, if they bind me with 7 fresh bowstrings, not yet dried, then I shall become weak and be like any other man. So the lords of the Philistines brought up to her 7 fresh bowstrings, not yet dried, and she bound him with them. Now men were lying in wait, staying with her in the room. And she said to him, the Philistines are upon you, Samson. But he broke the bowstrings, and a strand of yarn breaks when it touches fire. So the secret of his strength was not known. Then Delilah said to Samson, look, you have mocked me and told me lies. Now, please tell me what you may be bound with. Brothers and sisters, this is a very powerful scripture that it presents to you the account of Samson and Delilah. That the scripture says that Samson loved Delilah. He loved that woman. And the woman did not necessarily love him. For her, she was only there for money. Because the Philistines came to her. They came to her. And the scripture says in verse 5, and the lords of the Philistines came to her and said to her, entice him and find out where his great strength lies, and by what means we may overpower him, that we may bind him and afflict him. Some of you, the people that are in your lives, have been set and are hired by the enemy. That's the right word. They have been hired by the enemy to set you up. They have been hired by the enemy to kill you. Delilah was hired by the Philistines, by the lords of the Philistines, to entice Samson so that they may find out his great strength, and by what means they may overpower him and bind him to afflict him. These people were interested in afflicting Samson. There are people in your life that are interested in your affliction. They love it so much when you go into affliction. They are interested in causing pain in your life. So be very careful who you tell your secrets. Be very careful, even if you know that person for a long time. If you want to tell a secret, tell it to God, because God can keep a secret. That is for sure. God will never disappoint you. God will never betray you. But your friends, those you call friends, those you call people you have just met, they will betray you. So be very careful. Now notice that Delilah was given 1,100 pieces of silver. She was hired. She was there in for the money. Now she kept on asking Samson a lot of questions. Please tell me where your great strength lies. In fact, this lady was open. I don't know how blind Samson was. Some people say love is blind. But brothers and sisters, never fall in love to an extent where you are not able to discern the things of the Spirit. What kind of love is that? Which closes your spiritual eyes. Delilah told Samson that, in fact, let me read to you the scripture. In verse 6 says, so Delilah said to Samson, please tell me where your great strength lies, and with what you may be bound with to afflict you. She was open that she wanted to afflict Samson. Some of you, people have told you as though they are joking, but they are not joking. They are serious in what they are saying. Some people speak as though they are joking, but they are serious. Samson did not pick it up in the spirit that Delilah wanted to kill her life. When you read towards the end of the scripture, is that Delilah keeps on asking Samson the same questions until Samson tells Delilah the secret of his strength. Brothers and sisters, be very careful who asks you a lot of questions. Be very careful of them. This is the word that I have for you. Now, until next time, God bless you.